Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 18 of the MFL on EA Sports. It's the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Green Bay Packers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They come in losers of two. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely to go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
I'm coming after you. Hey, check Mike 21.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Again, it's Jones. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw here. Completes it again to Doubs. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's taken in by Watson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 2nd and 3. Got Doubs over the middle. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they ended with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Here's Lance. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now former 6th-round pick. It's Elijah Mitchell. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. This defense for the Packers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Watson. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And the win last week, punted 4 times as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. Well, here we sit, week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working from the gun, Lance.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Switch up, switch up. 43 is the mic, boys. 43.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
And this will be a Packers 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check, Mike 21.
keep on the ground with Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 2nd and 1. Completes it right side to Cooper. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. That was so well timed. Just a perfect throw on the slant.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage downfield.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. That's into a crowd and intercepted. picked off by Tariq Carpenter. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones.
Now, looky there. He's getting close to 1,000. I'm sure he knows where he stands. I bet if the offensive line didn't know, he made sure they knew. I'm closing in, guys. Final week of the season.
You know who really informed the offensive line? The offensive line coach.
Okay.
Because it's a big deal for his unit as well to be able to say, hey, we escorted guys to 1,000 yards or more in a season, just like blocking for a 3,000-yard or 4,000-yard passer. So it's a lot of pride on the line, and his pride is paramount because he wants to be able to join that pantheon of guys that in the NFL ran for 1,000 yards or more in a season.
Pride on the line. I see what you did there.
You like that?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll find Aguara complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Right here.
Now a leaping catch. He's got it. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Oh, he's ridiculous. Target. Right there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cooper. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
43 is the mic, boy.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Lance. Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
43 is the mic. He don't know no better. 43 is the mic.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This one swung out here to Jones. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Watch the slant. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check it out.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Wide open, Amari Cooper. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the Windy City of Chicago, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just one touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Lance going to try and throw on third down here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. An inside give to Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Javon Kinlaw gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really? Should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. Oh, he stays up. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
How much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Up the middle, Jones. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now back to throw. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they get 4 there on 4th and inches. They go back to the ground with Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. The throw right side going to be complete to DeGuara. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Rosa's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now a play fake. Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Lance to throw it. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second. Just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
Ready. Check, 59. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Check 59.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. This will be caught at about the 6. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Boy, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. And Murray now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packers offense set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Josiah DeGuara, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey. 43.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
I got him.
And he'll just get rid of it. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They'll look to throw again. He sets up the screen to Jones. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on third down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped him for no gain.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Lance back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I'm a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. On the draw, here's Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So the Packers down 21-10. At time, a huge factor. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Able to find Jones, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw again. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. He'll find Jones again, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Caught on the right side by Jones. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them with just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination.
Today, from AT&T Stadium.
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. And some room to work. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So here are the Patriots now in excellent field position to start things out. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now Prescott. Open man is Uzama. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. The Cowboys at 11-5 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Watch the run.
Another carry now for Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight.
Here's Prescott. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. This defense for the Patriots, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
On play action, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Fires a slant, completes it to Holbrook.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Double dog, that's the way.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Prescott from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.J. Uzomah from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. New England's offense set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? He brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw, and that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
you were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
2nd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
I got one. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Oh, you got it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. And they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
They'll drop to throw.
I got you.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack. But the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
Now back to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Seibert on for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Check fight 27. Here we go.
2nd and 2. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. He'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. For the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Well, the first play in the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Looking to throw. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On the ready. Mike 27, Mike 27. Hey, let's get in them holes. Hey, check Mike 27.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
I'm here all day. 49.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Chauncey Golston able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's 3rd and goal.
Watch the screen. Check ready.
They'll set up to throw.
Here we go, G.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. And let's get the ball back for us.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Prescott. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
The drive starts with a run by White. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with White. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going with White here, toss left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They're going to look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons from his linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. New England on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd down and 12. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Here we go, shot. Panther 60, Panther 60. Tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up.
They'll go with Strong. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Okay, great. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 49 to Mike.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. So they make the decision. They want a three-point lead versus a two-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Prescott. Right back to Tolbert. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And taken right on the 30. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 3 yards out. And the Patriots will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time,
That was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play, because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And now here come the Cowboys.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. Flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. Being chased out left. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 1st down, here's White. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Here's White.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it with White. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Bring it.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Pats, they get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 overall. And now they'll have the week off as they get set.
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal. Let's get it together. Let's go.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Newman to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patterson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. On the ground with a tight end. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Robinson. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now Jackson on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
44, Mike, 44.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that drive in total 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now it's Newman. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go, defense.
Now Newman on 2nd down. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Newman. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Newman. Over the middle, it's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, they find some open field here. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Patterson not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. John Bates, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Jackson.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. To throw is Jackson. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Check 52's the mic. Check 51.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That'll be caught. It's Reagor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So a great second effort there as he's able to stay upright and get into the end zone.
I think not just a second effort. I think a 3rd effort was what got him in. Maybe possibly even a 4th.
Yeah, whatever it was, he was not going to be denied. Succop for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Newman looking to throw it. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. On 2nd down, Newman. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. Robinson up the middle, looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Newman. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Milton Williams in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And they start in the best of all positions, first and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Newman.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now Newman.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first.
Ready?
Giving to the big tight end on fourth. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
John Bates
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Check butt sit. Check butt sit.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys a lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Jackson on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. Jackson's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half.
Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Throwing now, Newman on first down.
Thomas brings it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Logan Thomas.
41 yards.
And Washington has taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
54 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Whoa, whoa. Check back, check back. 44, Mike, 44.
To throw again on second down. Jackson throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, Stark. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Extra point try now for Succop. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Second down and a run by Robinson. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him? Play action. Now Newman.
Gets around him, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now they'll throw it with Newman. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now it's Newman. Complete, it's Dotson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Jackson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And it's hard to hold a kick from this distance against him, but that is now 3 misses for him in the game so far.
3? And you wonder where his head's at right now. Kickers are a funny breed, but I have a feeling he'd love to see a 29-yarder next time to get him back in the groove.
Newman. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Hayward able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun, Newman. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Hand off now to Robinson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On the give, here's Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 7, 37 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an out.
Throwing, Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Jackson. Gets this to Fant. And he'll get him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on. Jackson. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort
That was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Washington, they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss means they finish with a mark of 10 wins and 7 losses. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture.
Today, from Lumen Field in Seattle, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Seattle. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Hurts throwing right away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get him for a loss of about 3. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Cougar 19.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Got his man. It's Williams. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. On 1st down, Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quentin Jefferson able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Check 55 to Mike. I don't think you got it, son. Check.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and 1st downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Ryan Santoso on now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Up and good for Santoso. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
45.
They'll look to throw again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
2nd and long. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Here we go.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the 1st down before taking the hit.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Hurts to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And Ryan Santoso on now to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Up and good for Santoso. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. The Seahawks at 4-12 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check, 45 to Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point safely through, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it all culminates with a Seattle score.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. He'll buy some time right. Oh, what a juke into space.
And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Come on now, let's go.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen.
They don't want it.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Back to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check 43.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Brock Wright, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Ryan Santoso now for the extra point.
And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
Santoso now to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 45, 45, 45.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He's got a man complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 3. Mike 3.
Now back to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to throw now on first down. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And some room to roam now. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this third quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball. Let's go down and score, put some points on the board, and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Allen. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Hunt will try going up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run again with Hunt. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Lions use the short field to get in for 6. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Ready, break.
Hurts will throw. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself?
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chandler Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. And Detroit getting set to go now. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They'll run again with Hunt, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Caught by Allen. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They go play action with Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 24, Hurts. It's complete to Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Allen's got it complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jalen Hurts. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there, is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, and this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Santoso now to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, here we sit, week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back to throw again. And finding the tight end Hooper.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense set to take over.
This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
He'll look to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Hey, watch the lane. Mike 55.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Get ready. Get ready.
fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 8 yards.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away at incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. They'll try it now with Swift. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Let's go now. Rock go 80. 3 down.
A carry here for Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ryan Santoso on now to try the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Up and good for Santoso. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Touchdown, Seahawks. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Time for another look at this Lions offense. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Lions, they do get one final